Hey guys, it's Luke here and welcome back to episode 2 of the My Next Car mini-series. Now behind me we have a hot hatch which I personally know near enough nothing about. However, I'm joined today with Sam again from Churches, who I'll introduce you to very shortly. But yeah, we're going to be test driving this. This is the F-Type SVR. That was cool. We're going to be test driving the 2018 Megane RS. So I'll introduce you to Sam very shortly. We'll have a wander around the car and then go out for a drive and see what this thing is like, because I don't think it's really appreciated that much in the hot hatch world. And I think, at least, it looks amazing.
Oh, we're living in the present, but our mind is in the past.
So another day, another appearance from Sam here at Churches. How you doing?
Indeed, not too bad, buddy.
So I think today we've got a bit of an interesting one, actually.
We've got a bit of a wild card.
Yeah, one which I think not many people really know about.
No,
including me. So this is going to be vastly different to the RS3 which we test drove yesterday.
Indeed,
So what are we looking at with this one? We're looking at what, 280 horsepower?
Around about 280 brake horsepower, so still a fair bit.
Yeah, a little bit down from
1.5, I believe. So
1 point, yeah, no, I think it's 1.8 litres, isn't it?
Is it
Like a
1.8?
4 pot, I think it is. But I think for me, this car is really excelled through its torque.
Yes.
We're looking at like 490 Newton meters, which is crazy.
Crazy.
But anyway, before we hop in and have a quick drive, let's have a look around this thing. I think, straight off the bat, it looks pretty good.
It's a very nice specification,
Yeah.
actually, this particular. So we've got the black alloy wheels,
Yep.
we've got the red calipers with the little red centre caps in the wheels, which
Yeah, they look cool.
look
I like those wheels, actually. Really quite
Obviously,
cool.
we've got the black mirror housing there.
Yep.
And then coming around to the back, we've got the rear privacy glass fitted to this one, and that ridiculously big exhaust.
Yeah, look at this. Central mounted, big old exhaust. Lovely job. And of course, Megane RS badge. But if I just hop in real quick, I'll show you what I think is the party piece with this car. A 6-speed manual, which I think for a lot of people, it is a must for a hot hatch. And for me, it's not paramount, but I think with this car, going to suit it really rather well. But yeah, first time I've ever been in one of these. Nice little screen here with all your multimedia, climate control, everything like that, and then a digital dash up here, which at the top there, that's how you see the revs. So it kind of goes like that up towards the red line, which I think looks awesome. Anyway, we'll have another quick look around it. So yeah, I'm not sure what to expect with this.
I think the thing is, the looks-wise, it just ticks all the boxes.
I think it looks stunning.
From the front as well, the way the car sits,
Yeah.
is just incredible.
And I think a lot of people, which I think will have an issue with this, just have to forget the badge.
Yes, it's about
It's
that.
a bit like the Hyundai i30N.
It is, yeah. It's a bit of a one of those.
But yeah, have you driven it before?
I have driven it.
You have?
Yes.
Okay.
And I've got to say, it is a hell of a lot of fun.
I can imagine it is with that manual.
Manual gearbox is
Yeah.
just something else in these.
Anyway, I think we should hop in as the sun comes out again
And we'll have a drive.
Go for a quick drive.
We will.
Let's do it. So, second car. Right, let's go.
Out in the
You know what?
Megane RS.
This is a nice place to be, you know.
I was going to say, for a Renault, it's a very nice
for
place
a
to
Renault.
be.
Before we get started as well, look at these seats.
Incredible.
Like,
That's
they properly
the
hug you.
bolsters.
Anyway.
And obviously the carbon fibre as well. Carbon fibre touches.
Yeah, well, they're not
That's-
real, are they? But
It's very
carbon
nice.
fibre effect.
Carbon fibre effect, just
yeah.
like with the Golf.
Anyway, right.
Okay.
Let's get this thing started up. So what I will say is, I apologise that we can't really go into too much depth with every single car, because poor Sam here has actually got a day to get on with.
Yes, we do.
We're test driving 4. So anyway, right. We'll let the car warm up as we go. But yeah, let's hit the road.
Move out.
I'll tell you what, look at in the mirrors. Look at those
Yeah,
arches.
just literally how flared the arches
Yeah.
are in this car.
So what do we think about a manual then for the next car? Very interesting. We're going to take the same route as we did with the RS3, back towards, well, past the dealership really. Nice cars up front, Focus RS and a Golf R, not my one. Anyway, very short throw.
Yes, it's
very
lovely.
short throw.
Because the problem is a lot of hot hatches nowadays have notchy gearboxes, which is really
Yes.
annoying when you're trying to drive spiritedly.
Yeah, that's the thing. Anyway, first couple of meters. I quite like this little iPad thing.
It's a nice setup, isn't it? It's almost Tesla-like, isn't it? The way they've done it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
No, it's very
nice
nice.
driving position as well. We've got a red 12 o'clock marker at the top.
Obviously, we have the virtual dash.
Yep. Which I vaguely pointed out a little bit earlier. we've got those as the revs come up.
Oh, it's
Zip
so
towards
cool.
the middle.
Like when
Really
you get
cool.
the shift indicator and
Yeah.
the dash changes when the driving modes change, which is quite a
Oh,
cool
does it?
feature.
Oh, so we've got
Yeah.
drive select. Oh yeah, drive
Yes,
select.
RS drive.
When it's a little bit warmer. But yeah, no, those arches in the back.
It's
When you're
so
outside
nice.
the car, you don't notice how wide those arches are.
It's crazy.
They are properly flared.
The wide stance this car has just makes it look incredible.
Yeah,
It really does.
And you know what? I think white is actually quite a good colour for it.
Yeah,
With
no,
the,
I agree.
With the black and red touches.
I think it would be either be white or possibly they do it in an orange now, I believe.
Yes, I've seen
Yes.
that. It's like a yellowy orange.
It is,
Yeah.
and it really gives it presence.
I think they've hit the nail on the head with this, you know.
Yeah, it's a really, really interesting, it's a wild card, isn't it, really?
That's it, yeah, not many people know about it. When you think of a hot hatch, you think A45, RS3,
Golf R, Audi.
Golf R,
Yeah.
but perhaps not this,
No.
which is
Exactly.
interesting. I
Because
like
it's
it.
not like it's down on power when you compare it to a Golf R. It's
True.
not that far
Well,
behind.
not by much at least. When you put it up against an i30N, it would probably blow it out of the water.
I imagine the extra torque would definitely give it
Yeah,
a
nearly
added advantage.
500 newton meters.
It's crazy.
That's like M140i territory, isn't it?
Yeah, it's bonkers
Yeah.
for a Renault.
Yeah,
That's what
for a
everyone has to
Renault.
remember for a Renault. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it's lovely.
it is nice actually.
Yeah.
Let it warm up for a bit.
And it's not that stiff, which is surprising because in the past a lot of sporty Renaults have had a tendency to be a little bit harsh and the ride's been a little bit uncomfortable, but yeah.
It's not too bad. I mean, you feel a few bumps, but I think when you've got a manual gearbox and you've got nice huggy seats like this,
Yeah.
you almost want to be thrown around
You
a
do.
bit.
You want seats like this that when you're going to drive around the corner
Yeah.
fast are going to just hold you in place.
You know what? This is a proper track car.
Oh, it is.
Proper
Definitely.
track car.
Yeah.
Put a proper cage in it if you were to mod it or something, and then this would be a weapon. Anyway, take a little left here.
Yep.
I can already remember the test drive route.
It's getting used to being back in a manual, isn't it?
That's it, literally.
Out of
yes.
the Audi with their S-tronic gearbox.
Yeah,
straight
so
into
I
this.
had the only manual I've had is my first car.
Your Audi, yes. your
My Audi A1, my little A1, which I haven't had anything from actually. Don't know where that car is. Quite sad actually. But anyway, that's
Probably
another story. But yeah, no, obviously the Golf R was auto.
Yes.
With DSG, still can't help but say DSG.
No,
obviously in auto. It's
exactly.
like DCT or I don't even know what the
I
other
do
ones
feel
are.
though on the Golf R particularly, a DSG is, I think it's the better option on the
Yeah.
Golf R.
Yeah, that's it. I think so as well. Anyway, we have a nice natural speed limit.
Okay.
Woo!
And instantly you feel that torque.
Yes.
It's just there. It's crazy. It's not too dissimilar, weirdly, to the RS3, is it? The punch, the initial punch you get.
Drives similar to what I can notice. The steering is a lot tougher.
Yes, definitely. And obviously you can feel it struggles for traction a little bit
Yeah.
there. You've got no four-wheel drive system in this car.
So it's front-wheel drive,
Yes.
which
That kind of torque and power.
yeah, that kind of talk. Anyway, I think we should pop it through. Oh, it goes all red.
Yes. Everything changes red, and
That's
that's always a good
sport
sign.
mode. There we go. That'll do. Oh, yeah. Is that intake noise?
Yeah, it certainly is. Kind of sounds a bit fruity. doesn't
Sounds
it?
all right, you know. Doesn't sound too bad. I think comparing it to the RS3, it's
Yeah,
it's not an Audi, is it?
no.
But-
I mean, noise-wise, I doubt there'll be any car other than the RS3 you'll drive today that's going to sound
Yeah.
anywhere near as good as that. It doesn't sound bad, does it?
Doesn't sound too bad. It's a lot more fun to drive
Yes,
than the RS3.
definitely. It's more involving, isn't it?
Yeah. It just hugs the corners. I mean, again, I'm not pushing it by any means, but it is planted. It's a nice little tone, actually. I mean, it's a smaller engine.
But it's got quite a lot of punch for an engine of that
It does,
size.
you know. You can feel that
Yeah,
torque.
you can definitely feel that torque there.
I mean, fourth gear here. Get around this corner. Yeah, that picks up.
You definitely get that feel
That
with the
picks
back.
up. And it's a six gear box as well.
It is, yeah,
So you
traditional.
can kind of cruise a bit as well.
You kind of can, yeah. It's kind of got the torque band that just means it's perfect for that.
Yeah. Very short throw on the gearbox, like I mentioned. Which, I'll be honest, I am having to get used to. I love this gauge as well. How it's all
Oh, it's
changed.
so nice.
Oh, a lot of torque steer.
Good old fashioned torque steer.
I haven't experienced that before. It is in sport.
It is, yeah, definitely. Whereas the RS3 in dynamic mode didn't actually seem that uncomfortable.
No, it didn't. Big old dustbin.
Yep. Again,
What's
that
that? I don't know what it kind of. It's almost some fake noise you get.
Yes, I imagine it like a lot of manufacturers now, they pump it through the speakers.
Interesting.
It is an interesting sound.
Interesting. But nonetheless, I'm pleasantly surprised by this. I mean, I came into the RS3 kind of almost knowing what it was going to be like.
Yes.
This, no idea.
Because that's the thing, these cars just aren't talked about, the Megane RS.
No. Especially, well, apart from the one which is stupid money.
£72,000, yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm pleasantly surprised with it. It's a lot of fun.
I mean, if you were coming out of, say, a Golf GTI and buying this car, I don't think you'd be too disappointed, really.
Yeah.
In terms of interior.
I would probably put them fairly neck and neck. I wouldn't say it's an upgrade or a downgrade.
It's a very nice place to be in.
It is nice. I mean, obviously you're going to get kind of almost tacky bits here and there, but to be honest, not too bad.
It's not too bad at all, no. And obviously the touchscreen kind of complements the look as well,
true.
which is nice.
Very true. As far as seating position goes, these seats amazing.
They hook you in so well.
They are phenomenal.
It's crazy.
And nice big chunky steering wheel. You don't have any Alcantara in here.
No.
Well, you have a little bit of carbon fibre trim. But to be honest, you get a little bit of perforated leather, and it's still a nice place to be.
It is, yeah.
And that dash as well.
Oh, that virtual dash.
You've got to love a virtual dash.
I like the way all these hot hatches are moving now in terms of virtual dash. It's just incredible.
Yeah. The way the technology is going on at the moment is pretty incredible. So look at this. You don't even need to tell me where to go.
I know the route already. Oh, again, they're just struggling a little bit for traction there.
Hey, towards the top of the rev range, it sounds good. Oh, get a few little pops and
pop there,
bangs.
yeah.
Little pops and bangs.
Unexpected.
Yeah, I don't know if you hear that. It's slightly muted, but to be honest, every car from standard is pretty muted.
I mean, compared to that RS3 earlier on, I think every car today is going to sound pretty muted.
Yeah. No, to be fair though, I'm pretty impressed with this.
Yeah.
One thing I don't like.
The key, yes. I have to talk about the key.
What is that?
Yeah. I mean, there's no slot for it to go into.
It's like a credit card, isn't it?
Yeah. It's crazy.
But putting that aside, I think Renault have done a pretty good job of this.
Yeah, and I mean, the gearbox is just, how nice is it to drive? It's just so
that throw is like 5 centimetres.
It's literally, it's crazy.
If that.
So nice. It's the sort of gearbox you'd find in like a Focus RS.
Yes. It might even be the same box.
It could work, yeah.
That's a good point actually. This almost feels like a slightly underpowered Focus RS, and that's not a bad thing.
No.
It's almost like a little bit more tame.
It is, yeah.
I think it's probably...
No, I'd say that's a fair point.
It probably shares a fair few parts from it. Maybe. Possibly. I don't really know. But either way, I'm not sure on that fake noise you get though.
Yes. I'm not sure on that.
A little bit bubbly. You hear that?
Yeah, you're getting almost like a little fake intake noise being pumped through the car.
Still, yeah, not bad. And that obviously, you can tell it's fake because it goes off when you put it in normal.
Exactly. Yep. The moment it goes to normal.
Yeah. But to be fair, no, I'm pleasantly surprised with this.
And I mean, the driving position's nice as well. I mean, in terms of where the car sits and it's just really nice.
I think it's got a lot of road presence, purely because of those arches.
Those flared arches that you can see in the winch.
And I think it sits quite well standard as well.
Oh, it does.
Most cars, you need to lower them when you first get them. Because where am I going here? I'm lost. Yeah, most cars, when you get them, you can see that they just need lowering. This doesn't sit too bad.
It doesn't. It sits really nicely.
Yeah. But anyway, as we come to an end to another test drive, I think that's going to round up today's video. Again, I'm throwing myself into the deep end here because I don't know much about this car. Whenever I film a video, I like to know what I'm talking about and what I'm driving. But this
was a wild car.
It was, and no, thank you for suggesting it to me because otherwise I probably would have just skimmed over it.
Yeah, definitely worth consideration.
Yeah, definitely. A lot different to what I've come from.
Yes.
So you've got manual, a lot more hardcore and front wheel drive. So anyway, as always, I shall leave the links down below for Churches so you can have a little look. And if you're interested in this car, then come and have a look at it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's fun. It is a lot of fun.
lot of fun to drive.
I think on track this thing will just come out of its own.
It'd be crazy.
And to be fair, even on some of the roads that we're coming down.
Yeah, I mean, you can even feel the system kicking in as we were driving around the corners.
Yeah,
there,
yeah. But anyway, that's going to round up today's video. Thank you once again, Sam, and make sure you stay tuned, of course, to the grand reveal of the new car this Saturday at 6 PM UK time. But anyway, we've got 2 more test drive videos to go, so hopefully I shall see you all there. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please do make sure you leave a like and make sure you subscribe for all the adventures still to come.
I lose my